Everything. Everything. I got a feeling at the same side. Yeah. You know when you walk in the backyard, from the school,
Now, before you name the small God Allah, you say first and foremost, all praises to Allah, Lord of all the world, Master of the judgment. Say that He Allah alone, Master still. We're going to, start this community gathering due to the fact that, we sit around waiting for things are manifesting. What we got to do is we got to start. They said the journey of 1,000 miles is one step. So we commit ourselves to opening the valley or leaving the valley now. And according to the mathematical order of things, the magnetic attraction that we started and set here will attract those who are on their way or not here as of now. I'd like to commend those of you who are here on time. That's one of the elements of building that we as a people have to get a little better with. I heard a comment this morning on one of the they were discussing their thoughts and their feelings about this horrific disaster that took place down in wars and that. And they were trying to make a visualization of how late those who were in power or the authority that we wore in handling the crisis, setting up whatever they had to set up to make sure that people were evacuated or taken care of. To make a long story short, the commentator made a statement in terms of, you can speak about, what was that scenario they have, colored people's time, or what they used to call it, Right. He spoke about that. And he said, maybe they need to stop. And he mentioned that the reason they use that term is because is a given fact to those that black people are never on time for any work. Okay? But he was showing that now that the government has dropped the ball the way they did, he was going to reconfigure that sentiment. So what I'm trying to say is that as youngsters, when we was coming up, we was taught the importance of what? Being on time. We had an old brother around us named Rap Jazz. That was very strict on time punctuality, on being on time. He was very strict about that. And that was one of the elements that kept us in check. So again, we're not going to fight about who's not here on time and argue about that. I want to thank those of you who are here on time and in place. And I'd like to also welcome you here to our MEDINA, what we like to call MEDINA community back. It's a continuous process. It's a continuous process. Like I was explaining to my brother earlier, he was asking me what kind of numbers you get with. There's some months when we have a very good crowd, and there's other months when it's just what we have. But one of the things that I always keep in mind and I always express to you is that in any building or any form of structuralizing any foundation, there's always a very small number of people who are qualified and capable of doing it. Any group, any structure that you know about, it was never masses of individuals that came together to create what had to be created. It was always a very handful. When these United States was put into practice on a very smallest dimension to make it what it is today, it was done by representatives of what they call 13 different colonies. So that means you have a man for each colony representing each colony. That's 13 individuals. But look at the mass of what those 13 men were allowed to put together in the foundation laying of this thing. The same thing with our father and our beloved brothers. First 9 born. It was 9 brothers. Regardless of what you want to think or what you want to feel, it was 9 brothers in whom the Father put his trust and put his power into to go out into all the other areas that had to be affected, so that now here in 2005, born what month of the knowledge day, we are now configured not just in 5 boroughs in what we call now Y or New York, but we have become regional lives. That's a new term in knowledge that we use today. Back in the early days, we were just talking about Mecca and Medina. That was about all we were talking about. And it was only being talked about a very small group of individuals. Then it went into other girls, and then we had the 5 girls. Little by little, we stretched our wings and we went up into the upstate region of Beacon and Newburgh. Those were the new splits, the new sound. But now we are in 9 regions across the United States and the world. And mind you, a lot of those regions are populated by a grand masses of individuals. But they are populated. There are brothers and sisters, gods and earth within those regions who are truly within their own confines trying to develop a means of growth and development. Another new terminology that's come to us. These are terms that we were using back in the day. In a time where knowledge and wisdom is only applicable if understanding is being man or what? Yeah. Because if you just have knowledge and wisdom without understanding, then all you're doing is running your what? Mouth. You know a lot, you're talking about a lot, but you ain't showing a lot. Proof is in the world. Couldn't. And that's where we are at today. We're coming up on our 41st year. Our 41st anniversary. Now, there are more of us out there. But again, in the beginning of any development, it's going to be only the handful that comes to the fore. And for that, I'm truly grateful. See, I don't beat myself up no more when I come to a gathering of so-called gods and earth. And I say so-called, but I come to a gathering and it's only a mere smidgen or a handful of people. Because, see, first of all, I'm not being led by an ego and a pride. See, when you're doing this kind of work, and this kind of work is civilized and uncivilized, you can't have a big ego. But with a big ego, you're not going to get go with it, because you're going to be discouraged. You're going to look around and it's going to discourage you. Because you're going to feel that all your labor and all your work is for nothing. But I know better than that. I know better than that. Because I know that I've come a long way from whence I came. I embraced this when I was a youngster. Now I'm an old man. I'm grown. I'm a grandfather. So I know I've come a long way with my knowledge and my wisdom. And it's through my understanding that I know that more will be revealed. The Jamaicans used to have a saying, they said, you know, how they go, the road is long, and it's a mighty long way to go. It's still a mighty long way to go. You know, so where we stand right now, we stand in a very good time in mathematics. We stand in a time where we can redevelop ourselves. We can allow for the old lies that's being told about us, the old years, to be X. And show people that we are coming in a new war, in a new talk. You know, it's like, it's not easy. What is fun? It's not easy. We come out here on one day and 2 days. We sit out there with some friends and some patients and whatever that we get from some of our friends. Good thing. And we divide it among the community. Those who come early enough to get something, get from those who don't keep coming. And you can see that it's not an easy choice. You know? The enlightenment of the people. Right now, I'm looking across the screen, I'm seeing little young brothers, you know, they're all out there having fun and doing things. And those are the ones that I want to be able to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep talking a bunch of old times or been there, done that. I want to be able to attract people who don't even have the first inkling of what it is that we're trying to do. That's what I want. That's what I want to be about. You know, I want to be about enlightening the masses. Even if it's not to the degree of pulling them all in, but at least just plant the seed. Just plant the seed. If I can just, and please, and just plant the seed and let it be. It'd be better than what we're doing right now. So like I said, we opened up this gallery, you know, and like I was explaining to my brother, this is his first time here, and I want to welcome my brother, you know. This is a brother I grew up with, you know, and like I shared with you all before, there are many brothers that we grew up with together, who through time went out into that world and had to do what they had to do for themselves and theirs. And now, because of the very allowance of ourselves coming together like this small compound, this small group, and start to manifest a melody that was once heard, that melody is being heard again. And because of that, we have brothers like him coming back into the prayer, you know, and allowing themselves the opportunity to listen and get a little comprehension of where and what direction it is we're trying to go in together. And if we continue our duty and continue to do what we're doing, there'll be more brothers that's going to be coming in. And they're going to be coming in with certain little credentials. So all our brothers can go out in the world. ordained to bring about a what? Change. It is not our job to continue the same old run-of-the-mill game. No, it's not. That's not how it works. Don't work that way. We come to bring about what? Changes. And the way we're going to bring about these changes is, in the old days, we did a block at a time. Now, we've done matured a little bit, so now we're going to go a community at a time. But we already know how to do the block work. We're good at hand-to-hand combat on the block. But now we got to sit down and figure out how we going to start putting these communities together. The only way we can do that is we got to come to terms with our responsibility. And our responsibility is to bring about a change through empowering not first ourselves and then those within our community. And how we empower ourselves? Real simple. Real simple. We allow ourselves the opportunity to look and comprehend what the community is in need of. Once we see what the community is in need of, then as a group, we move together and try to bring about some change. And like I said, we're doing a very small thing right now. We started out with just giving out some bread and food. Another time we got involved with the sister, she had some organic vegetables there. She had an abundance of it. She wanted to make sure that they go to waste and call it and pick it up. See, this is the dedication of a handful. That's what I'm trying to show you all. You come in here and you sit down in here. This wasn't being done a few 24s ago. It's being done now. But you do it, you don't perceive how. In the 120 you got questions and what? Answers. But you don't question how this is now happening. See, so again, I'll tell you about the handful. Very, very few, very chosen few who commit themselves and dedicate themselves to carrying the ball. And those dedicated few ain't no crazy, they're not. See, we're not like them stars, we want activites and promotional and advertising. No. See, because we know the end result, all praises will be due to our Lord God. That's the end result. So, we're going to open it up, hopefully some of the community people come in and they don't, we hear our social responsibilities here. We're going to continue to move in the direction we're moving in, hopefully my brother get up and maybe share some of his thoughts, because I know he got some thoughts that people like to express to us. And when he expresses it to us, I know those of us who are mindful enough to listen and comprehend, we will do that. And those of you who listen to us and say, what are you talking about? Don't worry about it. There's those of us who can comprehend things and we'll run it back to you at the right time. But we just want to share with you that we're here to bring about a change. Another thing I want to share with you before we had a chance to do some networking with one of our brothers over there at that side, brother named Rashid. Rashid called me one day, he was back and said, brother, I got a few slots for some brothers and sisters today to get a few dollars. More than what they were getting anyway. So I said, listen, look up the State Farm. And I'm glad to say that the State Farm coordinator was a little effort of how many brothers and sisters at State Farm? About 21 brothers and sisters who were able to go and do some election work for whoever needed the work done. Because like I said, we're not, what's the saying? Can't nobody pigeonhole for us. We're not a group that can be pigeonholed. So we'll go out into the, you know what I'm saying? And we'll do that, and young brothers and sisters, and maybe some adults who say, well, we'll give them a little funds for their labor, you know. So these are the little things that we're trying. It's not a lot. You gotta start small. You know? I got a brother coming at me right now talking about trying to look for some, he said, man, y'all gotta look for some property. I said, I mean, this is good, but man, y'all got, those are things that myself would probably be trying to have in mind. But see, we coming to the point now where we got to come out of the talking stage and going into the doing stage. See? And we want to call them out to marriage. Don't get me wrong, because we started this group. And said, we want to make a change. And the paperwork and everything came in time. Everything came in time. Now we want to execute those things. So again, you know, we're going to come back again, we're going to open it up. You know, and again, like I said, we want to keep it in a framework where we're trying to develop some ideas and thought of how we can bring about some change. We don't want to come up here and just talk about the wooden bowl and bushwhack and move. That's another thing. I'm going to show you after this. That's another thing that we're going to develop here in MEDINA. We're going to try to develop a strategy as to how we conduct ourselves within not only our community values, but in the very near future, our universal values. Because see, I know that carrying begins at home. And before I can go to Mecca and tell Mecca how things need to be run, we need to try to run some things out in the world. Again. So again, all praises to Allah, Lord of all the world, Master this day and judge. Peace.
Peace.
Peace, family.
Peace.
You know me, my name is Allah. I've been away, but I've been around. I've given the 36 years ago to student enrollment. So I go that far back. When I was given student enrollment, I understood there was another degree behind it. At that stage, it's about knowing. And at this stage, it's about understanding. To teach, the average child who goes to school, if there's nothing interesting going on in that classroom, this child is apt to end up playing hooky or cutting class. Everything I'm saying to you, from this moment on, I'm saying to you, but I'm directed to the baby. I'm directed to the baby before teaching has to have a certain passion. They have to have a magnet. Because when you want to teach somebody, they got to be willing to learn. And in order for them to be willing to learn, there's got to be something to draw them to. How many of the babies that we see in the neighborhood right now, 14, 15, 15 years old, want to be co-righteous teachers? Now I'm going to say some things that's going to ruffle your feathers. But that's what your father was like. He was ruffling your feathers. And that's what I've been around. I've been exposed to it. So I'm going to say some things that are very direct. And I hope that you understand exactly where I'm coming from. I'm going to try to be as clear as possible. We got to give babies something. And they're born. Everything about Islam is to evolve. There's nothing in Allah's plan design that said we should be allergic to growth and advancement. I am not going to be the kind of role model who can quote 160 degrees, 360 degrees, 560 degrees, and break down all the time as a mathematics to it, and tell you about omnipotent, omniscient, 235, 238, but at the same time, tomorrow from 9 to 5, you can find me on the corner with a bottle of wine or a bag of meat. And I ain't get nothing but talk. Do you really want to be like me? What I got to offer you? You see, because wisdom and knowledge is nothing if you don't put it to some use. I'm certified in chemical dependence. I'm certified in HIV-free and focus. I'm certified in jail time. And I'm certified in being a black man that knows and understands his culture. The things that we need to start bringing to the community, and when I spoke to the governor earlier about getting buildings and so on and so forth, we need a launching pad. This is great. We need a launching pad to start doing some bigger and better things. To start drawing the children in. To start giving classes on a wide scale, MGT and GCC. To start empowering people with information. You see, because we don't understand the market. And the reason we don't understand the market is because we don't see that type of knowledge. The average person sits down and watches television every day and don't know what they're looking at. Do you know that commercials are ticker tape? Ticker tape is advertisement. Advertisement is knowledge. I want to show you something, and I'm going to break this down to very simple. I'm going to give you an example. If you take the average broker from Wall Street, and you put him in the heart of the ghetto with nothing, and tell him to survive, he's lost, because he don't understand our culture. He doesn't understand that street culture. He doesn't know how to grind from nothing. But at the same time, you could take one of the toughest, most established drug dealers out of Harlem, big side in the hill, and turn him loose on Wall Street, and he lost. Why is he lost? Because he don't understand the science of what's going on here. I'm going to give you a small example. This is the stock market. Colgate and Crest. These are things that babies need to learn. Now, at one point, Colgate decided they were going to create something called a white strip to put on your teeth. Guaranteed that you reach your teeth gonna get bright. Now, Crest don't have this. Now all the folks have been with Crest for the last 30 years. Now won't their teeth be bright? It's about to jump ship. Because you gotta use Colgate toothpaste before you apply this Colgate whitening strip. What just happened to the stock market? Because the stock in Crest just dropped. So if you took your money and you invested in Colgate right now, your money did this. But just as soon as Crest decided that they were now going to create a whitening strip also, I guess it's time to sell your stock in Colgate because the market's getting ready to level off. These things are right under our nose. Every single day. And we don't see them, and we don't understand them, because we think that in order for us to invest in anything in the stock market, that we need thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. No, this is not true. I don't want to just teach the babies 123. They have to know that. That's the fundamental of life. You got to teach them that. But see, you got to also teach them how to survive in the environment that they are in. I'm an analyst. And the majority of the time that you see me, I'm going to be saying absolutely nothing. I might see you 2 weeks from now. And might not say not one word. I'm an analyst. I got on the train this winter. This brother teaching mathematics. He don't know who I was. I didn't interrupt him because he was doing what he was supposed to be doing. I didn't have to tell him who I was or tell him my name. He knows who I am. whether we get introduced or not. We got many names, and we come from many walks of life. Empowerment. It is incumbent on every single individual in this room. Tell a friend. Bring a friend. These community gatherings like this, you have to understand something. Everybody has got something, some field expertise to bring to the table. It might be Joe from down the block. Now Joe ain't never been to the rally. Joe don't know the student enrollment. But Joe may be more so the description of the 17th degree and the 1 in 40 than a lot of brothers that can quote it. So understanding that it's incumbent on every person in here to bring somebody in here that can bring something to the table if it ain't nothing but to listen. Because growth and development is absolutely necessary. And the only way that that's going to happen is if we start coming together. If we start advertising, word of mouth, talk about what's being done here. There are people in the community that need to be aware of what's being done here. If you don't tell nobody, if you don't bring nobody, then you don't get the opportunity for those people who can add something on to what we're trying to accomplish to be able to be a part of that together. You know that understanding who you are goes beyond just understanding who you are. Because now you have to do something with it. The Father didn't want us to just go to the corner and teach. He wanted us to do a lot more. He wanted us to build. Now I'm not saying that we got to mimic the Muslims. We ain't got to mimic nobody. We ain't got to do nothing but be ourselves. But it's about growth and development, man. It's about growth and development. We can come here and talk. And leave here, and then come back and talk again. If you know somebody in real estate, they should be looking for pieces of property. If you know somebody in politics, you should be pulling their shirt tails. If you know anything about getting grants down there at 65 Hudson Street, you should be talking about it. You should start talking about the kind of thing that's going to put us in a position for the baby to no longer think that it's cool to be a part of a clique. You see, because we grow up wanting to be a part of something bigger than us. All those gangs that run around out here in the street right now, who ordered that? That's our fault. That's our fault. Because we didn't give them nothing. We didn't give them nothing. You can quote 120 degrees till the cows come home. But what have you done since day one? Is what the babies are looking at. Bottom line. That's what they're looking at. What did you do? What do we have? How many of these buildings belong to us? How many classes are going on this week that are teaching young black women the importance of knowing their culture? How many classes are going on this week that is teaching young black men the importance of knowing that that young lady is a princess, is a black queen? She's not a hood rat. She's not a hoochie mama. She's not be a victim of the video camera to be in somebody's home. Fear for your grandchildren if you don't give them nothing besides information. We got to give them tangible things that they can see, touch, and feel. There's no mystery garden. And there's no mystery growth. It's real. This is real. And we got to do something about it today. I work for one of the most prestigious law firms in the the United States. They're in 36 countries. They have approximately 97 locations. I do information technology for them. I run my own department. I am an ex-convict. I came home and I did this. But it's understanding who we are. Because the greatest thing that you have to sell, the greatest thing that you have to offer is yourself. And if you can't sell that product in an environment that is about dollars and cents, then how do you intend to survive? Education. So baby, you gotta understand the importance of education. School is not about how much money you can make on the corner tonight. School is about understanding the importance of teaching your baby what a 401k is. Why do children not know what a 401k is? Why do they not understand the money market? But they can quote every single word to Ja Rule's rap. It angers me to know that we have so much and do so little. Because we are not poor righteous teachers anymore. We have evolved. We have grown. We are the richest people on the planet. We know everything there is to know about survival. But do we put it to use? Do we put it to use? Do you know that the average young lady out here right now, and I don't think it's so long with it, but I'm going on now, so I'm going to lock this down. The average young lady right now has more aspirations to be JC, video, and to be a broken house. Something happened. Something happened. Because between knowledge, body, policy, build, and destroy, and wisdom, cycle, power, something happened. Something happened. I'm going to share a little bit of information. A lot of brothers stepped away. The overalls didn't die. They didn't die. They stepped away. And for a lot of the mess that's going on, we're responsible for it. Now, a lot of y'all don't know, y'all my babies. Y'all my babies. Me and a few other brothers who sit around the room right here, right now, are responsible for bringing out the results to certain areas in the 5 boroughs. Bushwick had no clue till I went there. Someone said it was 9 more. It was 9 more. You know how big this nation is now? You are not just a listener to what I'm saying. You are a leader. Everybody in here is a leader. Even him is a leader. But you got to take it and do something with it. You got to have some enthusiasm about what I'm saying. The reason I'm saying why I'm so important, have some enthusiasm about what I'm saying is